Yo, Elliott. So we got this question about how to build bigger lower lats. Not the typical lat question. Most of the time when bodybuilders or athletes are trying to build their lats, they're thinking about those wings right under their armpit. You see? The ones that kind of make it look like you're carrying two suitcases. Right? So, I mean, again, I'm not a bodybuilder, so I haven't spent time developing parts of the muscle. But because I've been a strength athlete for so long, the lower lats are a part of the latissimus dorsi that are highly developed on me. If you look at my back, they're not so much the lumbar erectors, but if you notice, actually, let me show you the anatomy book real quick. The lats are interesting because they start in the lower back. I mean, if you look here at how deep into the low back it ties, right down into your lumbar spine. It's literally, attached to that thoracocolumnar fascia, boom, and then it goes all the way up. Now you're not gonna see it in this picture. You can kind of see it in this picture, but it ties all the way up into the shoulders. So your lats are like a huge sling that come from your shoulder. Actually, it ties all the way into the front, the anterior part of your shoulder, all the way down into your low back. Imagine a muscle that's literally a low back, thoracic, and shoulder muscle all at once. Your lats are, they're literally the widest spread muscle across your body, and its functions are tremendous. The least of its functions are the one that happen up at the shoulders, right? Because pulling up is a process of the biceps and the rear delts and so much more. But if you look at my low back, right? Can you see all this muscle right here? Cool. So I don't know if you can see the thickness there, but my back is fucking thick. My back is big. And I don't say that narcissistically, I say that in reality. The thing is, my back's huge, and it's because I've spent so much time lifting heavy shit off the floor. I love the deadlift, I lift stones, I flip tires, I do farmer's walks. These are all exercises that stimulate or require the stimulation of the lower lats in order to draw the hands close to the body, which I'm going to show you, I'm going to demonstrate in a moment why it's advantageous to your deadlift, and force a neutral lower back. So in other words, because they tie into your lumbar vertebrae, they will affect your hip placement also. What's happening at your lats, a lot of people don't realize this, affect what's happening with the posture of your lower cross, your hips. Right? Anterior, posterior pelvic tilt. The lats play a part in that. And that's why when you see me teaching people how to deadlift and I've got that stick on the back, it's because I'm teaching them how to activate and coordinate the right muscles that extend the entire spine and keep it neutral, which include a significant portion of lower lats. Here is how you deadlift in absence of lower lats and not become the strongest version of yourself and eventually hurt yourself and definitely never reach your deadlift potential, right? So here's what most guys do. They deadlift, and I had my buddy Omar here last week, and he'll put up a video of me teaching him the deadlift, and this is what it looks like. Boom! Right? Or, that was even good. It ends up looking kind of like this, right? This is lacking the engagement of the lower lats. When I deadlift, this is very critical and it's so difficult to teach verbally. You literally have to do this. I gotta work with you in order to teach you how to do this, but I'm gonna explain it here to the best of my ability. When I deadlift, the heavier the weight, the more I'm doing this. I'm pulling it closer to my body. So I'm flaring my chest, right? Spreading everything out here and pulling the bar close to me, as opposed to allowing it to fall out in front and rounding my head back. I'm literally doing this. You see this? That movement right there? You see what I'm doing? From here to here, that extension is all happening at that big meaty portion of my mid-back. That's the lower lats. Remember the anatomy picture I showed you? What's happening here is what you want to engage and keep stimulated throughout the entire range of motion of doing heavy deadlifts. Notice the form on my deadlifts. Watch my deadlift videos. it's all lower lats. You want to have a big, meaty lower back? Don't worry about building a big, meaty lower back. Focus on getting stronger. Build your strength, your foundation of strength first, then worry about the aesthetics. I've been fucking around with bodybuilding a little bit lately, and it's a little, I don't want to call it easy, but I have such a foundation of big, meaty muscle from strength training for so many years that really all I'm doing is creating some shape. Do you understand? Build that foundation. Build a strong deadlift. Get a big, thick, strong back, legs, glutes, and chest, and then work on shaping or manipulating little pieces of it later on. Peace. Yo, Elliott.